Hi everyone. This video is about the key concepts of the carbonic acid and bicarbonate buffer system that help to maintain our blood pH. Similar to other buffer system, our carbonic acid and bicarbonate buffer system is also made up from a weak acid, which is the carbonic acid, and the salt, which is the sodium bicarbonate. So now let's see how these buffer system actually work in order to maintain the blood pH. When there's a presence of the alkaline factor, so it can be due to the diet, it can be due to the hyperventilation. Yep. So when there's a presence of alkaline factor, it is going to decrease the hydrogen concentration in our blood. And decrease in the hydrogen concentration will means that it would increase our blood pH. So of course, our buffer system here won't allow the increase of the blood pH to occur because our blood pH has to be maintained in between 7.35 to 7.45. So how the buffer system is going to work on this to prevent the increase of blood pH? So obviously, due to the alkaline factor, there will be decreasing the hydrogen ion concentration. So let's say this is the original content of your blood to maintain the blood pH at 7.35 to 7.45. Yeah. So now, due to the alkaline factor, it has decreased the hydrogen concentration. Yeah, the hydrogen ion concentration. So now we zoom in. So it has decreased. Originally, it should have this much of the hydrogen ion, this much of the carbonic acid, and this much of the bicarbonate ion in our blood. So now, due to the presence of the alkaline factor, it has decreased our hydrogen ion concentration. So let's say it has decreased the hydrogen ion concentration. This has been decreasing. So if let's say there's no buffer system, then of course, decrease in the hydrogen ion concentration will increase the blood pH. But luckily, we have the buffer system to work on. So this buffer system will work in order to maintain the blood pH. So how they are going to make it? So first thing first, because of lacking of the hydrogen ion, so the carbonic acid in the blood is going to break down to supply the hydrogen ion. So in this case, the carbonic acid will break down. It will break down to become hydrogen ion plus the bicarbonate ion. So these hydrogen ion will be the one that will that will be replacing the hydrogen ion that is decreasing. While this bicarbonate ion will be the excessive one. So that means that let's say just now we have removed 3 hydrogen ion, right? So that will means that 3 carbonic acid has to break down. It has to be broken down and then release 3 hydrogen ion. 1, 2, 3 to replace the hydrogen ion that has been decreased just now due to the alkaline factor. So in this process, definitely they are going to increase 3 bicarbonate ion as well. So in this case, the result is the concentration of the hydrogen ion will be maintained. So that's why when you maintain the hydrogen ion concentration, then you will maintain the blood pH. And then it is going to decrease the carbonic acid because just now 3 carbonic acid has been broken down to release 3 hydrogen ion. So the total number of this carbonic acid will be reducing. It will decrease it. And at the same time, it is going to produce the extra bicarbonate ion. So that means that it is going to increase the bicarbonate ion. In other words, it's going to increase the sodium bicarbonate. It's going to increase the sodium bicarbonate in the blood. So where did the sodium will come from? It will come from the kidney. So if let's say the bicarbonate ion getting more and more and more, there will be too much of the bicarbonate ion. So in that case, this bicarbonate ion will be secreted by the kidney. It will be eliminated from the blood. So this is what occurs when there is alkaline factor. And on the other hand, we will look at when there's presence of acidic factor. So I will return it to the normal. So originally, they are this much of the hydrogen ion. Originally, this is the original concentration of the hydrogen ion in the blood. So now when there's a presence of acidic factor, it can be you are eating too much of the meat. Yeah, so when the digestion of the meat might produce the sulfuric acid and phosphoric acid. So all of this, yeah, all of this acid, it will be the acidic factor that will increase the hydrogen ion concentration in your blood. So when it increases the hydrogen ion concentration in your blood, it's definitely going to decrease your blood pH. But again, we have the buffer system. So buffer system will prevent the decrease of the blood pH so that it can maintain our blood pH. So how it work on this? Well, when there is increase, when there is an acidic factor, it will increase the hydrogen ion concentration. So let's add the hydrogen ion. So let's say there is hydrogen ion. Maybe I will draw it here. So this blue color one is the added hydrogen ion concentration. So when there's extra hydrogen ion, then that means that it is going to decrease the blood pH if we don't have the buffer system. So now we have the buffer system. Buffer system will prevent the blood pH to be decreased. It wants to maintain our blood pH. So in order to maintain the blood pH, the buffer system will remove this extra hydrogen ion. So how they are going to remove it, it will depend on the salt, the bicarbonate ion. So the bicarbonate ion in the blood will bind with this extra hydrogen ion. So after it bind with this extra hydrogen ion, then it will become carbonic acid. So these will be the extra carbonic acid. So that would be the first thing. The bicarbonate ion will bind with the hydrogen ion, and then it will form the carbonic acid. So this will mean that it is going to decrease the bicarbonate ion and increase the carbonic acid. So this bicarbonate ion plus the hydrogen ion is going to produce more carbonic acid. So with that, in order to remove these three extra hydrogen ion, three bicarbonate ion have to be bind to them. And then it's going to produce three carbonic acid. So in this case, the bicarbonate ion in the blood will be decreasing, while the carbonic acid in the blood will be increasing. So in other words, this acidic factor is going to increase the production of the carbonic acid. So with that, all these extra hydrogen ion will be removed, and thus, yep, it will maintain the pH. So it will add on 3 carbonic acid. So under normal circumstance, this extra carbonic acid later will be carried in the blood to the lung. And then when they reach the lung, reach the alveoli, they will be broken down and released as the water and carbon dioxide. So with that, no matter there is alkaline factor or acidic factor, being added in the occurs in the blood, well, our buffer system will be able to maintain the blood pH. So in case our buffer system fail to work and fail to maintain the blood pH, then these will cause increase in the blood pH and eventually lead to the alkalosis. While for acidic factor, it will cause a decrease in the blood pH and lead to the acidosis. With that, that's all the key concept of the buffer system.